Hi everyone, in this video tutorial we will take a look on how to import and use in Microsoft 3D Builder a JPG image to modify an object. To do this, we will model something like this. A simple trophy that you can customize and maybe give to one of your friends. By doing this, we will see how to obtain an image to use in our program from the internet and how to import from the 3D Builder library a pre-prepared model for us. So let's dive in. First of all, we need to get our image. To do this, we will use Freepik, a simple and free site that you can access at the first link in the Google search, like this, that allow us to download for free a lot of very well made images. To do this is very easy. We just need to go to Images, maybe choose Vector, it doesn't really matter, and select which type of image we want. In this case, I'll maybe go with illustration. Once we are in the page, let's choose something we like. In this case, I've chosen this funny brain image that we are going to download by clicking the download button. We ignore this Go Premium button. We go down to Free Download, select our file type. In this case, we will go with JPG, and the file will be downloaded. Back on the program, as always, let's click on New Scene. First of all, let's start by inserting our trophy model from the Microsoft library. To do this, let's go to Insert, click Add, and this interface will open for us. Here we have a bunch of pre-prepared folders, and here you can see we have the trophy kit. By clicking it, we have access to all these trophies to use for free. Now let's select one we like, for example this one, and import it to our workspace. First of all, let's dimension it. In this case, it's about 12 centimeters wide and 9 centimeters tall. We want it a little bit bigger, so I lock the ratio for the object and make it a little bit higher, maybe to 150 millimeters. Once the trophy is loaded, let's add our image. To do this, as before, we have to click on Add, Load Image, and this will open our file manager. Here we can choose our file, and by clicking Open, the file will be imported into the program. Here we can choose a lot of things. For example, if we want just the contour of the object or the height map that creates this kind of grooves that respect the differences of the colors that are in the image. Then we can choose to have the edge that does the exact same thing but by reversing the ratio of the colors. And lastly, stamp, that create this kind of model that can be used as a stamp to imprint the image on something. For practicality, let's stick with contour. Moving on, we can decide to add or remove levels. This gives us a more flatter or a much divided 3D model. Moving on, we have the smooth option that will polygonize or smooth our 3D model. And lastly, we have texture that removes the color. Lastly, by clicking on the inverse button, we decide if we want to keep all the entirety of the image or just the central part with the actual illustration. In this case, let's stick with just the illustration. So we click inverse. As you can see, our model is left alone. We can smooth it out a little bit like this and maybe add some level to make it more complex. Let's give back the texture to it and let's import the image. As you can see, now that we have imported our image, we can use it as an object in our modellation. So let's move on and add our image to our trophy. In this case, it's very easy. We just need to move the object and scale it to the ratio we want to make it stick better to our trophy, like this. Maybe we rotate it a little and we scale it down. Then, by moving it closer to our trophy, and adjusting his proportion, we are ready to position it. Lastly, once we have centered our image, we can just go on the Edit tab and use the image to subtract it from the object. As you can see, we have imprinted our brain into our trophy. For this very simple Microsoft 3D Builder tutorial, that's all. For more videos like this, follow JPG Tube.